After failing to follow COVID-19 quarantine restrictions in the Cayman Islands, an American teenager has found herself in jail. Here's Marcy Gonzalez.
This American teenager now in prison in the Cayman Islands after breaking that nation's strict COVID quarantine rules.
Skylar is the last person we thought something like this would happen to. And the fact that this can happen to a kid like her is scary.
According to officials, 18-year-old Skylar Mack traveled to Grand Cayman on November 27th and was required to quarantine for 14 days while wearing a wrist monitor given to all visitors to track their location. The next day, she reportedly called the public health department to have it loosened.
From then, she's able to take off the bracelet the following day and attend a jet ski event.
This is video of that event. Officials say the pre-med honors student from Georgia went there to watch her boyfriend, professional jet ski racer Vanjay Ramgeet, compete. The pair is accused of staying there and interacting with people for more than 7 hours.
They weren't wearing any masks. She wasn't wearing her bracelet, and they weren't observing social distancing. Several mandatory protocols that were part of our COVID-19 suppression measures.
Police were called and arrested Mack after they say she confessed to breaking the quarantine requirements. Ramgeet, a Cayman Islands native, was also arrested and charged with aiding and abetting. The two pleaded guilty and were initially ordered to pay a fine as well as perform community service. But prosecutors appealed, calling the ruling too lenient. A judge then upped the sentence, ordering them to spend 4 months in prison. Both Mack and Ramgeet apologized in court, each with a letter. Mack writing, "I made the biggest mistake of my life so far. I want to take this opportunity to express my deepest apologies to both the government and the community of the Cayman Islands." Ramgeet writing, "I should have known better than to put our community at risk as I did." Mack's family says she's tested negative for COVID-19 several times since arriving on Grand Cayman and believes the island nation is making an unfair example out of her.
4 months for breaching isolation when you were negative. Why did she have to be the example?
Mack's attorney says this is the first sentence of its kind, and he plans to appeal next week. Marcy Gonzalez, ABC News, Los Angeles.